How often have you felt those uneasy glances in your direction, or noticed how people seem less comfortable around you? Not because of anything you did, but simply because your age has started to speak for itself. You follow the routines, daily showers, hygiene, clean clothes, everything you're supposed to do, yet something lingers. A scent that doesn't leave, even when you've done everything right. The truth is, many of the habits that once seemed harmless are now quietly working against us. And the most dangerous part? We don't even notice. Until it's too late. Because the real reason behind that persistent scent isn't just age. It's something we overlook every day, or dismiss because we don't understand how it works. And that something lives right on our plate. Today, we at Elderly Council have prepared a list of 5 everyday foods that many people over 60 continue to eat regularly, without realizing that over time, they could be the reason for that lingering, unpleasant body odor that no amount of soap or perfume can truly erase. Yes, food can change how your body smells, because it affects your skin, your sweat, and how well your body filters waste from the inside out. You may be surprised to learn which familiar things are quietly throwing your inner balance off course. Number 1, a product found in every kitchen. Symptoms: a heavy, boiled body odor that worsens by evening and doesn't fully go away after a shower. And that product? It's the humble egg. Eggs are a staple for many. Scrambled, fried, boiled, they're the centerpiece of breakfast in households across generations. Quick, filling, familiar. A symbol of health. They offer protein, ease, tradition. But as we age, even this ordinary food can become a hidden trigger for persistent body odor, one that hygiene alone can't control. Here's why. Egg yolks are rich in an amino acid called methionine. It's essential to the body, supporting healing, brain function, and cell repair. But when methionine is broken down, it creates sulfur-based compounds, some of which are volatile and exit the body through the skin and sweat. In younger bodies, the liver and kidneys efficiently process and neutralize these substances. But after 60, those organs slow down. Filtration weakens, which means more of those sulfuric compounds seep through the skin, especially in warm weather, under clothing, or during stress. And there's more. Egg yolks also contain high levels of choline, a nutrient that supports brain and nerve function. But when choline is broken down by gut bacteria, it produces trimethylamine, a compound known for its fishy, musty odor. In people with slower metabolism or gut imbalance, trimethylamine isn't fully neutralized and ends up in sweat and breath. The result? A kind of scent that clings to fabric, pillows, and underarms, even when the skin itself feels clean. Common signs that this may be affecting you: underarm odor that returns quickly after washing, laundry that smells stale even after a single wear, bed sheets that seem off by morning, a sense of embarrassment or tension when speaking closely with others, and it's easy to miss. Eggs feel light, familiar, innocent. But over time, with repetition, the effects build. What once nourished you begins to turn against your comfort. What can you do? You don't have to give up eggs completely. They do have nutritional value, but your body after 60 has different needs and different limits. Here are simple adjustments. Limit egg intake to 1 per meal. Avoid eating them daily. 2 to 3 times per week is plenty. Prefer soft-boiled or poached eggs instead of hard-boiled or fried. Always pair them with fresh greens, parsley, dill, arugula. Help neutralize sulfur. Start the morning with warm water and lemon. This gently supports liver detox. Try replacing an egg-based breakfast once a week with sautéed vegetables, oatmeal with flax oil, or a slice of whole grain bread with avocado. Within a week or 2, you may notice a shift. Your skin might smell cleaner, your clothes stay fresher longer, and more importantly, you begin to feel less tense in your own body. Because odor isn't a punishment, it's a signal. Your body speaking softly, asking for a different kind of support. And when you give it that, when you remove the quiet burdens, it responds. Gently. Thankfully. Number 2, the immunity booster that leaves a sour trace. Symptoms: sour, slightly milky body odor and breath, especially in the morning. And this one is fruit yogurts with additives. On the shelf, they look like health in a cup. With probiotics, supports digestion, good for the gut. Older adults often choose them gladly. They seem light, beneficial, easy on the stomach. But behind the bright packaging hides something far less helpful. A fruit yogurt from the store is no longer a fermented food. It's dessert. And not the kind your body thanks you for. Instead of cleansing or soothing, it triggers fermentation, bloating, microbiome imbalance, and ultimately, odor. From the skin, the mouth, even the scalp. Why? First, sugar. Even those labeled no added sugar often include fruit concentrates, syrups, glucose, or sweeteners. These feed not just good bacteria, but also the gas-producing ones that contribute to odor. If the gut is already slow or imbalanced, as it often is after 60, the effect is stronger. Second, artificial flavors and stabilizers. If the label says strawberry, peach, or cherry, it rarely means real fruit. It's chemical flavoring designed to simulate it. That adds load on the liver, which already works more slowly with age, and contributes to body waste buildup that seeps out through the skin. Third, fat-free base. Many yogurts are skimmed or labeled light. That means they lack essential fats, which are necessary for vitamin absorption, hormonal regulation, and digestive comfort. Skimmed dairy often irritates the gut lining, creating inflammation and, again, fermentation. The result? Gut bacteria fall out of balance. Fermentation builds. You may not feel it as pain, but you'll notice gas, bloating, skin irritation, or a faint odor that no soap can remove. Even your breath might smell slightly sour, despite brushing. What to do? Eliminate store-bought fruit yogurts entirely. Replace them with unsweetened kefir or plain Greek yogurt with 3–5% fat. Add freshly ground flaxseed or chopped parsley instead of fruit syrup. Drink warm fennel or chamomile tea in the evening. It calms the gut. Avoid dairy first thing in the morning. Better to have it after a meal. After a week or two, the difference is clear. Body odor softens. Breath feels cleaner. And there's a sense of ease inside, a lightness where there used to be silent tension. Number 3, the energy snack that leaves a dusty scent. Symptoms: sharp, almost powdery smell from the skin, especially around the lower back and torso. This is nut and grain snack bars, often labeled fitness bars. A compact bar made of nuts, grains, and honey seems like the perfect alternative to a cookie. It's sold in pharmacies, health food stores with bright labels, no sugar, with fiber, natural. But in truth, it's a dense mix of sugar, processed fats, and heat-damaged seeds. What's wrong? First, heat. The nuts and grains in these bars are roasted at high temperatures so they bind with syrup or honey. That heat causes the fats to oxidize, breaking down into peroxides and aldehydes. These compounds aren't easily tasted, but the body recognizes them and pushes them out through the skin. That's part of where the strange dry body odor comes from. Second, hidden sugar. Even without sugar on the label, you'll find rice syrup, agave, honey, or inulin. All of them spike blood sugar. That leads to a sudden insulin rush, then a crash, which means fatigue, sweating, and the scent of stress and imbalance. Third, additives. To keep shelf life long, bars are filled with binders, flavor enhancers, and so-called fiber extracts. In older digestion systems, these additives cause bloating, discomfort, and once again, fermentation. The gas that results often finds a path through the pores. What's worse is that these snacks are eaten on the go, quickly, without water. The stomach doesn't fully activate. Digestion remains partial, and the result is not energy, but an irritated system that signals imbalance through scent. What to do? Avoid store-bought nut or grain bars. If you want a healthy version, make your own. Rolled oats, mashed dates, a pinch of cinnamon, and ground flax. Limit snack bars to once or twice a week, and only with warm tea, not cold drinks. After eating, listen to your body. If there's heaviness or a sour note later, it may be time to stop. Instead of a bar, try a small handful of raw nuts and a piece of fruit. The difference is real. Number 4, the healthy salt that holds your body back. Symptoms: musty, slightly metallic scent around the chest and neck, especially noticeable by midday. This one is soy sauce. Soy sauce is often seen as a healthier alternative to table salt. It's added to grains, vegetables, soups, even buckwheat. Many older people reach for it with the best intentions: less salt, more flavor, light on the stomach. But what feels like a smart swap can quietly create a problem your soap can't fix. Just 1 tablespoon of soy sauce contains 800 to 1,000 milliliters of sodium, nearly half of the recommended daily limit. Yet because its flavor is mild and blends easily into dishes, people often pour it by feel, unaware of how much sodium they're actually consuming. But sodium isn't the only issue. Soy sauce, especially if used daily and without much water intake, can lead to fluid retention. And with that comes a slowdown in your body's natural filtration system. Here's what that means. Your kidneys and liver work slower after 60. They need water to flush out byproducts: urea, ammonia, waste from proteins. When fluid is retained, those byproducts linger. The result? Your body finds another way to push them out, through the skin. That's where the scent begins. A sticky, slightly greasy film on the skin, a metallic edge to the odor that no body wash seems to reach. You may feel it after dressing, or notice it in your sheets, your collar, even in a warm room when no one's sweating. To make it worse, most commercial soy sauces include flavor enhancers like monosodium glutamate, MSG, preservatives, and coloring agents. These weigh on the liver, especially in bodies already slowed by time. What to do? Eliminate commercial soy sauce completely, even organic or reduced sodium versions. If using salt, keep it under 3 grams a day, just over half a teaspoon. Flavor your meals with herbs and spices instead. Turmeric, dried garlic, cumin, coriander, parsley. Drink at least 6 to 7 glasses of warm water daily. Lemon water or fennel tea works well. Support natural detox with foods like cucumber, leafy greens, and rosehip tea. Within a week, the skin will feel lighter, your breathing may ease, and that stubborn hidden odor will begin to lift. Number 5, a beloved drink that dries you out from within. Symptoms: bitter breath, dry skin, and a faint body odor that returns throughout the day. This one may surprise you: coffee. It's a ritual, a comfort. For many, it's the only indulgence that still feels familiar and warm. Especially after 60, coffee becomes a small act of pleasure. And yet, it often works directly against your body's ability to feel clean. First, coffee is a diuretic. It draws water out of the body. If you drink it in the morning before any water intake, you're already starting the day in a state of dehydration. Less fluid means slower filtration. More waste builds up. The body offloads it in other ways, through the skin. Second, coffee activates your stress response. It stimulates adrenaline and cortisol, which raises your heart rate, increases body heat, and ramps up sweating. That means more salt loss and more odor, especially during moments of tension or fatigue. Third, coffee affects digestion. It increases acid in the stomach. For many older adults who already have reduced stomach acid or irregular digestion, this creates issues: bloating, reflux, and bad breath. Not the sharp kind, but a bitter, stale scent that doesn't go away with brushing. What can you do? Limit coffee to 1 cup a day, only after breakfast, never on an empty stomach. Always pair it with water. Drink 1 glass before and 1 glass after. Try replacing it a few times a week with roasted chicory or hibiscus tea. Support kidney health with greens, herbs, and consistent hydration. Avoid coffee entirely after 4 p.m., even if you feel tired. Coffee isn't the enemy, but after 60, it must be a conscious choice, not a habit. Because the body doesn't just react to taste, it responds to rhythm, timing, and balance. Final words from elderly counsel. Sometimes body odor has nothing to do with hygiene, soap, or age. Sometimes it's your body trying to talk to you, through your skin, your breath, the way your pillow smells in the morning, or how your clothes feel by nightfall. If you listen, it has much to say. We, Elderly Counsel, shared 5 foods that quietly influence the way your body smells after 60. Not because they're bad, but because your body has changed. It no longer processes these things as it once did. That's why habits must evolve, gently, respectfully. If something in this message felt familiar, tell us in the comments. Let us know what surprised you or what you've already begun to notice. And if there's a topic you'd like us to explore next, share that too. If this helped, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps us keep going, for you, for your peace of mind, for your health. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, your body isn't your age, it's a conversation, and it starts when you begin to listen.